And welcome back, everybody, to the Frost Whiteout Weekly. Today, we got a lot of teams that have made it this far into the semis and gearing ready for the finals here. I, of course, am Edu, joined by my co-caster, DJ Abcool. Abcool, are you ready for this week's Frost Whiteout Weekly?
I am so ready, especially hearing that there's 34 teams that are entered in this tournament. I mean, to make it to the top four, we have to give a round of applause to the 4 teams who made it this far. I mean, these 4 teams have worked so hard, so consistently. I mean, this tournament has not just been a sprint for them, it's been a whole marathon to get to where they are now. And now we're on to these final 2 teams where it's Wall-E versus MimicGG. And again, these 2 teams, we've seen one of them before, MimicGG. They have a history of doing well at the Frost Esports Weekly Whiteout. But will we be seeing a win today, Edu?
I hope that we see at least one team win, which I think is a guarantee here. But looking at these guys, MimicGG, they're one of the teams that we saw last week, or at least a few times ago. They are constantly competing here at Frost. They also compete in other Tier 2 tournaments that I have worked on. So seeing them in this game, ranking up and trying to put their foot down definitely helps them out a bit. But let's watch as they are going to now start to lock in some agents here. And these agents will definitely decide what happens on the map here of Ascent.
Yeah, it should be interesting here. I mean, you already see it. They're going to start on the attack. I mean, you already have, like, the agent select. You should be able to see more of the meta composition we've been able to see so far. I mean, you do see an Astra pick. Edu, we all know that you're not really a fan of Astra on Ascent. I mean, we all prefer Omen. But why is that specifically, Edu?
No, I never said that I wasn't a fan of Astra. I think the main thing that is a problem is with Astra is that she is good, but she needs to have a combo. You need to have like a double with her. Astra plus Viper, Astra plus Omen, Astra plus Harbor. I mean, Viper Harbor is really meta right now. Astra as a solo agent for smokes can be an issue because a lot of the time when you are playing on Astra, it completely takes you out of the game in the animations that she needs to pop her smokes down, and those smokes aren't easy to just instantly pop, at least when you're setting up those stars. Once they're on the ground, yeah, she's pretty good, but the problem is in a firefight, Astra's not the smoke agent you want. An Omen works better in a firefight. A Brimstone gives you the stim beacon. There's a lot that you have as a potential. But as for Astra, I think she is a good control agent, but she needs to be paired with either another control agent or a Sentinel player that can buy her some time and protect her while she is putting the smokes down for her team. So looking at the team that we have on the attack side, this is a team that I'm actually looking forward to seeing how they're going to synergize, as this is one of the most meta team compositions you can have on Ascent, and the only difference being on the defense side is, of course, that Astra that we talked about earlier.
Exactly. We're going to see how that plays out. We're going to see more of an A hit heading into this first round. The pistols is normally where you want to start all the momentum. In a best of 1, I mean, you only have so much to work with. But as they're already going to start to enter the site, you're going to see a kill from Hotzi there. I mean, they're trying to enter the site, get any frags they can, but the defenders are taking advantage of every step they can get. And Phalanx try to do enough, but only one member remains on the attack, and he's all the way in main.
And all the way down now, it's just a Killjoy needing to pick this up. Phalanx in a 1v4. Of course, what we're seeing from defense definitely puts them a little bit ahead right now, so little things like this go a long way for this team, and if they can keep that going, they're going to be incredibly happy about this kind of gameplay. But of course, before we get into this 1v4, where are they going to be going representing this team?
Yeah. Definitely seeing him sneak up into tree right here. You see Astra is holding that angle pretty well. He's just sneaking up Edu. And we're looking for any kind of presence he might try to find. I mean, a 1v4 is pretty difficult, but it's not exactly impossible. He's going to peek mid. He's going to try to take the fight if he can. Trying to peek him. He does get the kill. Maybe can he get the second? He's going to be challenged. Now he's able to move on into the B site. Seeing if he could get that plant down. The bomb's clicking down with 10 seconds left. Trying to get this bomb down. 3 defenders remaining. Looks like they're all just going to rush him.
Wow, and that's going to be the end of the round there. So far, we're seeing this team now taking the lead here. Let's see if it is going to be enough, as they are already in the second round with a decent setup, but We know that this team now, off the back of Phalex's triple kill, has taken a little bit more damage, and that will give this Killjoy enough momentum to maybe buy up a Sheriff, maybe some armor, maybe something that pushes their team into a potential thrifty round. So, yeah, they might have lost pistol round, but Sheriffs instead of Stingers is the new meta. So let's see if that is going to be what we see here against Marshals, Bulldogs, Spectres, and Stingers on this side of the defense.
We've definitely have seen a lot of thrifties happen before, especially when it comes to MimicGG. I mean, they're a team that you never want to doubt on an eco round. You already see this lurk by Phalax here. He's going to catch one, maybe tags him up a bit. Doesn't really find any shots at all. Trying to see if he can find any info. I mean, you see this default presence by MimicGG here. They're really just trying to find individual play. Hosi holding this Marshall angle. Looks like he's going to step out of it there. The spike is all the way back. The back of Catwalk, and Hosi holding this angle. Beaver does get a kill down main here, getting more of a site control. Really important for MimicGG there. But I mean, we just need to see more kills coming out of here.
Here we go. Talking about getting more kills. We're seeing one kill happen on the other side of the map as the bomb is now going to get picked up. Sticks making sure to get these picks down. And, of course, being in hell, looks like the Toasker is going to be going to hell as well, as that is both of them down, but the B-side completely free from those early picks on, and we should be seeing a rotation here. This second round has gone beautifully in the side of attackers, as they might be able to get a free bomb plant, and maybe even a round, unless we could see a clutch up from the defense. Wally needing to now try to tie it up with their teammate on the KJ. 3-0, yet to die. Let's see if this KJ can stop it coming out of pizza here.
Definitely, both members look like they're both going to CT here. And he is holding this pizza angle a little distant from his other member, but, you know, not too far. He's going to hold an angle on the CT, and Wally's going to take him down. It's all down to Phalax, but he whiffs the shots. Doesn't get anybody. And now both members are remained alive, one with low health. But again, definitely, I mean, even though they didn't get the thrifty, they did damage their economy just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they got the bomb plant is also a big pointer here. Bringing that bomb down while taking out 3, this is going to be a buy round for them, and there's not a whole lot that this defensive team can really do. They can try to force up a little bit, but the weapons that they're going to be bringing, unfortunately, they're not going to have enough if they lose this bonus, so they're going to have to practically go off of a semi-save here instead of an actual authentic bonus that you would expect. So, hopefully, we are going to see these guys now deal it enough. Jawa, sorry. My brain, it's processing all the fancy character ways of saying Jawa, but as a Star Wars nerd, let's see if these guys are going to be able to find some picks, and the dash now coming in from Toaskry. This is the entry that this team needs.
Yeah, Toaskry's going to get aggressive here. Maybe he can play a player that closes it out, carries the boats for his team. He's definitely going to go onto this site. They're already all the way into the site. Toaskry's able to get this kill, gets 2. An excellent job there, and now Phalax is going to try to get this bomb down. The attackers, 5 remaining. It's a 5v2 here. 1 is there, 2 kills coming out of Necro. Still remaining alive with very low HP here.
And there we go. Okay, so we're seeing now attackers winning this round yet again. This is the first one on the board for them. So, honestly, I think they should be all right if they could keep this momentum going, but they're going to... Sorry about that hiccup. They're about to go right into a buy round coming out from defense. Now, this is where defense should be having a little issue because, of course, attack now off of that round has an ultimate that is deadly dangerous and guarantees a free sight. That's going to be the Killjoy lockout. And if they can put that lockdown down, they will be able to take a round here unless we could see an insane retake and hopefully maybe even a counter lockdown because we're 1 away from seeing Jawas.
Yeah, Jawa could have his ultimate. Could be dangerous. Sticks able to get that kill there. The mid presence by Wally World could be key here if they're able to aggress. That attacker lockdown is going to go down here. The Sova drone does get shot down immediately. Nacro is able to spam him out. All these defenders, I mean, they're going low really fast. Jawa catches them in a rough spot. He's able to get 2. Now Sticks trying to rush up. Doesn't get anything right there. It's all down to 1 member down in tree.
1 left in tree. Phalax here and gets 1 before falling. But that round was huge here for the side of defense, as of course they managed to beat out the attack side and get rid of the ultimates that were so threatening to them. However, 3 are on their way. We got the Omen, Jet, and Null Command on the KO to hopefully try to shift things around. But defense has built up not only their economy, but also their ultimate economy. So with these ultis, with these weapons, they should have an easier time moving round to round here, as unfortunately for attack, their funds are running low.
They definitely are. I mean, they have very limited options with the loss of that round. Jawa getting that lucky timing there. You already see they're going to be more of a little eco here. Their economy is damaged. They're trying to get that ult orb. They do receive it. Again, orb farming can be key here. And the knives could be really dangerous heading into this round. I mean, we've seen the Blade Storm be very effective before. Hosi is located. I mean, he could have been very dangerous with that judge there. The Sova drone doesn't really locate anybody. Toascree knows there's 2. He's able to get 2. And he's not able to get the 3rd, but his teammate does trade him out for him. And it's all down to Jawa. He's all the way down in CT. Going up against the knives. He shuts it down. Now he's in a 1v3. Could get interesting here.
Could be pretty interesting, but as interesting as it might be, it is going to end quickly. There we go. Now attack taking a round that I thought that they were not looking too hot on. And that is mainly due to those knives doing so much damage in this team, keeping up with this momentum that they've managed to build themselves here. But again, I'm talking ultis. I'm talking what you need to win it out, but these teams don't care. This isn't a game of ascent, which defaults usually are where it shines, but lots of these players are just playing hyper aggressive, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming down to the mentality. I mean, they've been playing so long and really just coming to this stage. They really just want to give it their all. I mean, they want to show off their ability to be able to create pressure, get the kills they need to, and be able to get onto the site. And definitely, we're all seeing that from MimicGG. They're starting off with 3 kills. I mean, Nosi does have the knives here, but it's not going to do much. It's all down to one member to 1v3. That's Necro with the Sheriff.
Here we go. Now it's going to be a 3v3, and this is where defense actually is going to start struggling here. So little things like that could be an issue, as hopefully we are going to see these players start dealing enough damage. Wally World so far on the defense has had a little bit of an issue against MimicGG moving into these later / central rounds of the half here. And if you can't win the mid game, that's 80% of where the main rounds are won, where the back and forth really just starts to come down to it. But this is the final buy that I think they can afford, and an Odin's going to be in the hands here of the Sova.
It'd be really dangerous, but he's not really going to find anyone because no one is present there. MimicGG have been challenging this tree control a lot, and we've been able to see a lot of it. Now they're able to aggress onto tree here. They're just peeking it, lurking it out. Toascree knows he can have an angle on Wally. Wally, could he be the hero here? He gets shock darted, all the dumpage of utility. But all for that, just to rotate on over to B here. The Jawa, can he hold it down? And the Odin will do him a favor. Gets it down indeed. That Odin, oh my gosh, that is so dangerous. Now there's only 2 members on MimicGG remaining, with the plants gonna go down.
And looks like the bomb now planted. It's gonna be just Pelt. Pelt's 1 takes him down, but it's from the side that the Jawa is going to bite their head off. And that, of course, is now a 3 versus 3, turning into a 4v3 with very little ultimates being used. Again, they have been saving these up and relying heavily on the fact that they know how to aim more than they know how to use the util. And it's not that they don't know how to use it, it's that they just don't need to, as proven in that last round.
Exactly. I mean, a 4-3. Right here, MimicGG, they're looking to get some more momentum here with 1 Sova ult. But 4 ults on the side of Wally World, I mean, they could use it to their advantage. Really looking to see, I mean, this default presence by MimicGG, they're able to do so much with what they're doing in tree here. But you're already seeing, I mean, Wally World is looking to counter it back. They have 2 members looking to aggress by catwalk here. Again, it all depends on this aggression coming in here by MimicGG, how it's going to work out, especially with that Defender Sova ult coming in.
Yeah, and that ultimate is going to help out. Toascree now falls down. Beautiful job. That's why the Hunter's Fury starts with an early hunt and takes out a player. The counter ultimate from the attack does jack all, as of course Necro now up close and personal is just going to have to wait for these picks. Maybe, just maybe, might be able to find somebody. But Phalanx, are you going to be able to do your best? No, you are not. Wally from the side saves his teammate. And this is now a 2v5 here.
Looking very rough, especially knowing Wally World has 2 ultimates available. Now looking at both attackers here, they're playing a very patient. And one is located, so they do know that they are going to try to effectively make a rotation. And Necro, with the info, able to find the kill. Excellent job there. Now it's all down to one attacker.
Wow. Flawless yet again. Little things like that. It's just this team on the side of Wally World knows what to do. And Wally on that team, on this KO, has locked down so many players with these knives, getting a bunch of information, and still having these ultimates to use. They still have the null command. I'm talking about ultis. It was the Hunter's Fury early on into last round that guaranteed defense, taking out a vital player, Toskri. If Toskri can't entry for this team, there's no chance that they're going to be able to touch that site without getting gunned down, especially since Jet has those entry smokes, which they desperately need, as this team has, of course, Astra, who will not be able to come in with them. But let's see what they can do now. Jawa downed to Phalanx, and let's see if they can keep this moving with the double kill and a free B site. Makes it a free mid as well. This eco round is working beautifully.
Definitely is. I mean, you only have 2 defenders left remaining, one by mid. It should be, I mean, taken out by Styx if he does peek it. The plan is going to go down here. Looking like a 2v5 retake. Still looking really rough, though, but they are going to make an attempt at it. Styx looking the wrong way here, but he's not peeking yet. Wally does get a kill. Necro's able to find the timing on Styx there. And now, it's just him in a 1v3. He did get located. Looks like he's going to save that Phantom back up. Maybe, you know, use your resources to your advantage for the next round. But again, now MimicGG getting their 4th round. And one more time, we're going to see, I mean, Wally World in a rough situation here where they're going to be forced to adjust. That's the question. Will they be able to?
Well, I mean, I think they will if Necro can get some more picks here, because of course this is a thrifty style round coming out from attack, so trying to get as much damage dealt as possible makes sense. The fact that he didn't go for it in a 1v3, I think that more says about their confidence in their own gameplay than it does say about where they thought their economy was going to be for this round, as they had more than enough money, and so did everybody else on their team. So they could have afforded to try to clutch it up, but going for exit frags, I think, is going to be the better play, as if you can try to get rid of some players like Pelt or Styx or Toskri, you will be happier in the long run taking out their main money cycles. But that is, of course, is not what happened for him, only getting one and done. As here is a new round. Attack, MimicGG. Can you actually break through these guys again?
Well, the question is, I mean, Hosi, just going to answer that one for you. He's definitely dangerous with this operator. Want to see more of it. Shoots out in that Sova drone, says, you know, you're not going to get a lot of info from this site. Try to get in it. Hosi trying to prevent the inevitable here. And as the attackers are forced, try to find another option, because Hosi's clearly on them right now. He's already searching out through mid, but he misses the shot. Oh my gosh, Beaver looking like a madman here, gonna take down the other madman on the other side. And now it's looking like MimicGG without Hosi looking to retry this B execute.
Yeah, they might be able to re-hit this with an ultimate. It's the lockdown now, popped by the Phalanx. They're now running it down. Beautiful knife is actually going to help them get that information, get those players shut back, and we are going to see a counter ultimate from the defense, but attack's already happy about this. They managed to squeeze these players out and detain one. They only have about 4 seconds to get on the site, but no, they've overestimated their stay, and that is going to be one player detained. Oh, they really thought that that was going to be another pick, but with Pell having to get these picks, they've leveled it out. But wait a minute. Jawa still on the site, still looking for someone, still finding one, gets into a firefight and loses it, leaving just the Astra Necro.
Well, they're going to try to see if they can get this plant down. 10 seconds remaining. Necro under the pressure here. I mean, you're in the semifinal, best of one. Everything's running through your head right now, but Necro needs to be patient, cautious. Take the fights he needs to. Pell and Phalanx going to hold this good cross here. They have the timing down. They're able to trade each other out in case one dies. Now they're able to tie it up at 5-5.
Yeah, honestly, what we are seeing now from this team, the fact that they were able to win that round out, even though Jawa had a perfect ultimate, managed to detain one, hold the site, kill another, tells us everything we need to know about the fact that Attack has some hard carries on their side. Phalanx, Pelt, Beaver, Toasty, they're all doing the damage, but I gotta point out who isn't doing damage right now, and that's Styx. Of course, he's popping flashbangs for his team, but his assist game is not high right now, so I think if that player were to just get online a little bit more, it's almost a guarantee that this team will be able to just take this back by a full margin here.
Yeah, they should be able to with Toasty now aggressing onto this, but Jawa's gonna say something else. He takes him down. He's ready to take down more members. He takes down one more. Only 3 members remain. He's not able to take down the 4th. Beaver does get the trade. Phalanx able to get 2. Get numbers here. It's a 2v2. But however, both attackers on MimicGG, they are low. Beaver does get one with the shock dart there. Now it's all down again to the Astra. In a 1v2. Can he get it done this time?
One enemy remaining.
Let's find out. Necro grabs 1. Does have full HP. Phalanx at that 1 hit away. 24, unless he gets legged through a wall, he's not going to survive a single tick. But what a shot, the double headshot, cleaning it up from Phalanx. Absolutely beautiful job. And this is now going to maybe be a tied half, as I know that defense had calculated to make sure they had enough for this one.
Yeah, I mean, they're down 5-6, and you have 2 ultimates that you can invest possibly in this round. You have an Astra Wall, a KO ultimate that can take up a lot of room really fast. But really, I mean, you're going into this round with the mentality that you need to tie this up to 6-6. Because really, I mean, going into this attacker side with an Astra, I mean, it could be rough or it could be with ease. It depends on Wally World, really. Now with MimicGG here, going to try to take as much space as they can with Toasty.
Here we go. Necro holding it down with the Bulldog is going to be able to try to concuss 1, but is grabbing the pick. Styx, very unfortunate in this game. However, Toasty is always going to be there to get the trades, regardless of Styx's affliction of bad luck. And here's Beaver, though, stuck behind Dice, and unfortunately getting diced up himself. Phalanx now dropping 1, now has to drop 3 more. Spots and drops is the way it goes. Hosey, beautiful job. This is tied 6-6 at the half here.
Switching sides. Need a drop.
Yeah, it definitely is tied up 6-6. It should be interesting. I mean, what MimicGG is going to look like on this defender side. And really, we should be able to see more cautiously what they're able to do here. I mean, Edu is a good half by them. Even though they did lose that previous round, 6-6 should look interesting. What they're able to do going into this first pistol round on the defender's side. I mean, what we have been able to see from Wally World so far, really intriguing to see. But we need to see how they're able to do on this attacker side so far. Hosey has been an impactful player so far. The question is, will he be now?
Well, let's definitely hope so. As with a little bit of a side switch and a similar team composition aside from the controllers, this could be everything you need. But Jawa backing it up, looking for something, as, of course, this is going to force maybe 1 or 2 rotations, actually. We're seeing the Omen smoke rotate as well to try to make sure that his team has enough coverage. But that rotate could open the door for Attack to get their foot onto site. However, there's still 2 per site. We got the Omen lurking back and forth. This is the guy who's going to be the quickest to rotate if either side needs him. And it offers the opportunity to try to smoke off either side as quickly as possible. So I like the positioning we're seeing here from the side of MimicGG so far. But how is Wally World going to be able to break through it? Just more defaulting here for these players, is hoping that with all the default, they should be all right. I believe we did lose Abcool.
30 seconds left.
Rest in peace, my co-caster. But as they seemingly have disconnected, we'll see what can happen. Is here we go. More damage, more shots. Pistol round beginning, and the round is flowing. Beaver getting one before getting traded by Necro as Phalanx falls the enemy Killjoy. A little bit of a diff there. 3 against 3 and a run it down here. What another pick down. Toskri
Player standing.
getting 2. And the wall bang from Styx. MimicGG is living up to the name, and they are mocking them, mimicking the team composition, but always putting the GG at the end there. Mimic might be able to take this back. However, just because you want pistol doesn't mean this game's over. Wally World, they had an amazing lead. Of course, 6-6, a decent half, no matter what you can say. So with both teams heavily even, I want to know what they're going to be pulling out. All the stops, any of the stops. And it looks like the only thing they're going to stop is buying right now, as it is a full classic save. And that's going to be first blood. Pelt taking out Necro. Absolutely beautiful if you can keep this moving. Toskri, of course, in a decent position to maybe find some more trades, while Styx is right around the corner to find one. This is risk incarnate, but if anybody can do it, it's this team. That's 1. That's 2. And let's see if we can get a third. It's the classic and out of ammo. It seems that we are seeing the trades, but no. There's the third, and here's the 4th. That's the end of the round as defenders take it handedly. However, losing the one player that has had the worst amount of luck, it's Styx. And I gotta feel bad for Styx. 2-13 right now, and it's not his fault. It's just... honestly, sometimes the game just doesn't want to be on your side, and unfortunately, he's the scapegoat for their team. But the rest of them doing an amazing job to keep this damage flowing, as I'm hoping we can see more and more of these teams continuously doing it out and dueling this out. Of course, it's the buy round, though. The bonus for the defense, the buys for the attack, and, of course, one of the closest rounds we might be able to see, round 15, halfway through the game, if it does get to the full 30. Now we got Necro pushing up in mid, looking to maybe find some kind of pick. Is going to get spotted out. The blind scares them away, but the only people who should be scared is Phalanx as he falls to Jawa yet again. Jawa versus Phalanx has been a constant battle here for not only top frag, but they have perfect KDAs and ultimate. Nearly identical ping. How are they so close on the scoreboard? 14-9-6. 14-9-6. It's insane that we're seeing them so close together right now. So little things like this tell me everything I need to know about these two Killjoys. But what do I need to know about Styx? It's that he gets these picks. 1 down before the fall, but that is better than we can expect, as this is, of course, going to be an A-site bomb plant. No way, Toskri just going straight in for it. That's going to be 1 down. Last one, of course, for the side of defense. Toskri needing to defend this, but does he know he's getting flanked by oh so many? Astra directly behind him, makes a single footstep, but the wall bang is going to scare Toskri out. And can we see them stick it? No way! Toskri clutches the round with the defuse. Beautiful job from these guys.
Here.
Little things like that just really make me happy to watch some Counter-Strike. That too really makes me happy to watch some Valorant. Sorry, I've been working Counter-Strike all week, but with Valorant on the roster, let's see if they're going to be serving any kind of pasta and lobster for these guys, as the prize money today is $250, I think. Unless I'm tripping. Maybe it's 100, but that's still... It is 100. Okay, good. Someone told me it was 250 on the admin team. Oh, okay. That's why. Thanks, Nick. I just got confirmation from the man in the walls that, of course, number 50, the big Frost tournament coming up here, as big plays are coming out here at Frost with Jose on the double kill. But back to the rule set here. Number 50 of the Frost Whiteout Weeklies, we have a prize pool of $250. So if you like these ones for 100, you'll love what we have for you guys, as we are also watching an ace unfold if this Jet Hosey can hose down the final player Phalanx in a 1. 5v4. Let's see it. As of course, Hosey's not quite done, but looks like Phalanx will be, so there's no chance to an ace, but they're happy they won that round as they were down a few.
They were definitely down. I mean, 9-7. You already see MimicGG with an excellent start on this defender side here. Again, one ultimate available for the attackers. They have so much to work with. Again, really, a 9-7 lead is pretty nice for MimicGG here. They're going to put the turret. We want to see more of those setups push. We want to be seeing more from Wally World going into this next round. So even if they're able to tie it up here and get the kills they need to in this round specifically with this mid-aggression, look, coming out of MimicGG here.
And there we go. Mid-aggression definitely comes up big. Toskri falls immediately down to Hosey. He was just off of the 4K, so there's your 5th. Technically 5 kills in a row as he has yet to fall. And let's see if they can find some more, as of course the attackers are going to be rotating quickly over to a relatively empty-ish B side. With one pick down, it's tough to work with, especially now that that is going to be your Jet, your player that entries on the retick, your player that should shut these players out.
Yeah, you already see Necro starting to plant that utility, getting ready for this B side execute here. A 5v4, you still have that Blade Storm, just like you said, Edu. Could be really useful here. Now as they're aggressing more into this site, we're starting to see this aggressiveness. Can Pell hold it down? But no, he can't. He already goes down to Hosey right there. And that Odin spam is just not going to work. Hosey's able to take him down pretty easily right there. And now it's a 2v5, looking pretty rough for MimicGG here.
And there it is, looking even rougher as more players fall. 1 HP on sticks. Oh, MimicGG not looking good, but what could be good is my posture, because Urshaka just gave me a nice posture check. Necro gets the pick down on his sticks, living up to their name, and let's find some more. Of course, they're ready to do some damage, and hopefully we can find some more, as it's just 1 remaining, and Necro will be perfecting this round. You know what's funny? I wish Necro was playing Sage, because then it would kind of live up to the name of resurrecting things, but hey, it's all good. Playing Astra beautifully, getting the kills amazing, and now we are seeing this game get even closer.
Yeah, we were kind of questioning what his extra selection was going to look like. I mean, we have seen it before, seen it executed well, but I mean, this guy has done a fantastic job on the Astra Agent, using all their utility kit to his advantage, really taking advantage of the situations around him, able to help his team execute those sites so beautifully. Now you already see that KO knife. Going to try to find any info. Doesn't really find either, but we're going to see more patience here and aggressiveness coming out of Wally World.
Here we go. That aggression is going to be coming in soon. Hosey here for it, and that is the spray through the smoke, cooking him up and letting him cook. It's Hosey here to hose down some more. Of course, Pelt grabs Jawa though, and that kind of damage is necessary, but this team is broken right now, economy wise and momentum wise. But Hosey, you ain't done. We know what you got left. A beautiful blind, a beautiful tap. There's one. Oh, but cannot finish it off. But look at this. Like a fat kid at summer camp, he's coming for seconds, needs to now find this player and wants these damaging dealt. Dang. But it's the flanker who falls, and unfortunately, Hosey is not going to get his second dish of the day, and that is another 9-9 that we've seen here. These teams so close together.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, we've seen it right here. I mean, Wally World does an excellent job tying it up 9-9. Really tight here. I mean, we were starting to see the economy more ahead for Wally World. They're doing a fantastic job so far. Really, right here, it's all about MimicGG. I mean, they've been giving up some key important rounds here to lead it up to 9-9. Now we need to see, with 3 ultimates available for Wally World, what are they going to be able to do with those 3 ultimates? Because, again, you have a lockdown available. It'd be really key, especially heading into this round.
Yeah, especially heading in. Let's see this now. Of course, as you pointed out, key ultimates could be the benefactor here, but Hosey knows if they pop those knives, we're going to be seeing sticks popping the null command. Completely completely shutting down this player, as Hosey is needing to now find some picks as that entry. And if anybody can, it's this one who's managed to nearly catch up. But talk about catch up. we're going to be seeing a huge ultimate lock this site down and hopefully lock these players out. But the counter ultimate to stop them from pushing in, great timing, and no one gets locked down. No one gets locked out. And this will be a lot of investment from both sides.
Yeah, we're going to start seeing the no command being activated. 3 ultimates available for Wally World. All 5 members remaining. Again, they are able to have the ultimates here. You can still retake to the other side. It's rotate through the other side, sorry. 33 seconds left. I mean, they still have time, but it's looking like it's still going to be that A-side execute here. That Astral is going to go up. They're all rushing into the side right here. The Molly able to kill one. Dostri still has the angle right there, and all the attackers are just going down. Nothing is working well for Wally World right now. One is going to go through tree, one through main. The time's clocking down, and just not enough for Wally World right now.
There we go. We are going to see that player fall. Great job yet again. Now 9-10. Double digits is the first time on the board, but could have happened a lot earlier if those teams weren't so close together, so clean with how they are playing this out. And now we actually have a new top frag here. It's not Jawa, it's Necro. It's going to be the Astra. It's going to be the character that I think is doing a decent job at covering enough points for their attack and making sure that they have the angles that they need to hit. Combination-wise with Wally and this Sova, it's everything you need to do. So, Olszewski, if they could just keep this going, I think that they might be able to just win the game. So, if they can keep this up, I think we will be seeing them in the grand finals.
MimicGG, they got 3 rounds. Wally World got 3. Now MimicGG getting 1. Could they continue this 3-win streak and, take it to 13? That is the true question here. If they're able to do so, or maybe even take it to 12. But you already see this early aggression right here. Coming out of Wally World, going to send in that Sova drone, try to get in as much info as they can here. The alarm bot is triggered. OC's able to shoot it down here. That door, thankfully, does go down. Looks like they're going to retreat back a little more. Jawa is trying to get any info by this B main here. Seeing what he can find, but looking like a clean B-side execute if they can make it so here for Wally World.
Here we go. Hosey, the entry, the guy who jumps in, grabs the pick, grabs the damage, but also takes some damage from Pelt. Pelt will be good for 1. Wally now falling. The player named after it, unfortunately, won't be standing much longer. Styx gets spotted out by the Sova and gets the pick. That's what we need from Styx here. And that's what we need from Hosey, though. 2 against 2 on the board, and the wall bang from Styx. He's heating up. Styx ain't done. Oh, my God. This is a huge comeback from this player, but can he keep it going? Jawa, though, will end it out and tie us 10-10.
That flick looked nasty from Jawa. I mean, holy. That really looked like a really good flick by him. And again, the mechanic work by him is excellent right there. 10-10 right here, tied up. Now, we got to see which team is going to take it. I mean, you're tied up 10-10. It's a best of 1, so you don't get a second shot here. So unlike a marathon, I mean, you're really in a sprint here. Trying to do everything you can in one map. And in a map like Ascent, it's just perfect to be able to do so. Jawa looking to get aggressive here. I mean, you're going to see more of the default setup right here for Wally World. 2 members. 1 near Catwalk. Both near Catwalk, at least. And, they're trying to look for some more mid-presence here. And Beaver holding a close angle. Could he be able to take advantage of it, though?
Let's hope so. Styx will be able to jump across after taking some damage. And, of course, after taking damage, you got to spray the frog. You got to just put your money where your mouth is. There it is. Beaver swings and misses. Unfortunately, that's going to be 1 strikeout for that team. Let's see if they got 5 strikes. You're out in this ball game. As, of course, we're seeing Styx trying to pick it up where they started in this round, taking the damage, dealing it out. But defense Killjoy forcing these players back. They're down to only 1 minute. And I think they're going to have to push through A, do a little bit of a split. But back and forth, back and forth. It's what Ascent does best.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth between the maps. Not a lot, really like complex, really rotations about this map. It's just really being able to do the basics right. I think that's just what it comes down to for both of these teams. And especially for Wally World, where they have 3 rotating on over to A. 1's making noise in B main, so this could distract some players going to be. You're already going to see some rotations happening from MimicGG here, and they're going to start to head over to the A side, but it might be a little too late as they're going to already start planting that bomb. 14 seconds left. Well, kill near mid, but does get traded out. Now it's a 3v3 retake.
Here we go. 3v2. Of course, these two, though, Wally and Molly, need to now deal the damage. They need to clutch it for us. But can they do that? We do have the entry. They do have the blinds, and Toast Crew grabs one, grabs two. And the defense, they have wiped these players back beautifully here to make sure that they win out this round. And honestly, a little disappointing to see them fall like that, but Attack, they need to start picking up the pace. I'm surprised that we haven't seen a timeout get called with how close this game is. And I think the reason for that is it's coming up right now. I guess so.
Well, the timeout is activated here. Should be able to see, I mean, what Wally World does come up with here. About 40 seconds left on the clock. I mean, what they're going to be talking about is about, this game is really tight, dude. I mean, 11-10. MimicGG is up by 1 round here. Will she be able to see what's going to happen next year? 30 seconds. I mean, they are going to be talking about what can they be doing different. I mean, they have Astra in their composition. They could use that to their advantage. I mean, what ideas do you think they could be thinking of right now, you do?
Well, I think right now, a main idea that I would expect from these guys is, hey, we have a lot of ultimates. We have more ultis right here than they have. So which ones do we want to use on the retake or the taking of a site, and which ones do we want to use on the post plant, the holding of the site? Honestly, I think they can try their best to use the lockdown before we see another lockdown come up from Phalanx. The fun fact is, if you have your Killjoy lockdown, the only thing that counters it is either a Brimstone, which isn't in this lobby, or another Killjoy. So they should be popping that ult to guarantee them a site. And in that post plant, they have, of course, anything they need, as they only need 2 rounds to get match point advantage here. So can they do it? Hopefully we see some nice ultimates get popped. If they don't rely on the ultis, then they're going to have to take this round incredibly slow.
I believe a Sova ultimate might be able to get rid of the lockdown also, but maybe with new changes. I mean, Styx is holding a really good angle here with the Spectre. Does get one, easily gets traded out. Now you're going to see more of that retreatment coming out of Wally World. They're going to play a little more patient here. Just playing right outside of tree, taking their time here. Not going to play anything too aggressively, too out of the ordinary. Toskri is holding it with that Blade Storm. Could get very dangerous here. Now you're going to see this mid-aggression, this presence toward Pixa. Really, I mean, want to see more of a good execute here through mid. But this utility, done a good job at MimicGG, being aware of mid. Making sure that, they're not getting too aggressive through mid. Making sure they're going to catwalk where the Jet is with the Blade Storm. Really, it comes down to if they're going to be able to execute this B site. Where 2 defenders are left there to watch it.
Oh, Phalanx, that was a misplay. Holding your crosshair, yes, it's smart, but the fact that your teammate's also guarding you, you should try to just hold those shots down. But hey, it's little things like that. It's okay, but it's also unlucky to have your teammate fall like that. So in this unlucky game, we are seeing Pelt and the rest of the defense trying to take this round back. This is the play that we see all of the ultimates actually getting popped here by the attackers. And there's the damage. There's the knives. It's not connecting. And Toskri with 32 HP, a dream and a half, finds himself a better gun and actually decides to save an Odin, which is more expensive than any other rifle that was on the ground there. So it makes sense. But at the same time, tying this up 11-11, this is looking rough.
I mean, the timeout, it all just tells you that the timeout was worth it. I mean, after all, they were able to pull that off, carry the boats to the site, make sure to get that bomb down, and, to get that round away with. Tied up 11-11 here, you do. I mean, both teams, this is super intense when it comes down to it here. Both teams under pressure, knowing it's a semifinal. If they can get to that final, the best of 3 at an attempt to win that cash prize. Again, it's $250, like you said earlier. It's a lot of
Today
money.
it's 100. The
100.
the number.
It's
Okay,
easy.
we're really close to number 50. If you guys don't know, we're at number 48 right now. So once we get
Oh.
2 weeks away, is going to be 100 or 50, I guess. And it's not going to be 100. It's going to be 250. So math is hard. Numbers are tough. And of course, 2 plus 48 equals 100. I blame Nick,
Yeah.
who's in my ear.
Yeah, we do live in that kind of world today. Jawa is peeking out through tree. I mean, just really paying attention. You're going to see more of the default setup again. Pulled up by Wally right here.
Swarm grenade out.
I mean, Jawa does activate Storm. He's going to play patient here. Doesn't know that one's right to his left if he does decide to go there. Smoke is out. Phalanx in a good position if he could find a timing. And he does get one. The Sova ult is there. Everything going in the favor of MimicGG here. I mean, gosh, the ultimate was activated all at once. The timings just went in their favor. Now it's a 2v5, looking really well for Wally World right now.
Yeah, and Wally World might have a little bit of an issue, especially down 2 players versus 5. But wait a minute. We're seeing them go for a full rotate right into Killjoy utility, however. And that knife, yes, it's going to give them the information that it might be a big push. But no, it's actually going to get red for the counterplay. Phalanx knew where that knife was thrown. They can hear how long it was in the air, which means that they have to be pushing out a spawn here. Phalanx reads this beautifully, and that kind of gameplay tells you everything you need to know about teams like this.
Yeah, it does. MimicGG is really able to read those plays, knowing that the knife came out of spawn at the right time, knowing that they were able to rotate. Phalanx able to read that, like you just said, Edu. An excellent play by him, and leads them into match point. Now, I mean, this is where it gets really intense, because you're either going to OT, where, I mean, last time, me and a previous caster, Llama, I mean, we dealt up to 17-15. That was such an intriguing match, but, I mean, hopefully that could happen here. I mean, OT is a really rough spot you don't want to go to, and I don't think MimicGG wants to even go to. They're thinking of just ending this right here, right now. As we already look at it.
Get out of my way.
I mean, 12-11. The Blade Storm is activated here for Hosi. Seeing what he's able to do here. He does have the knife out. Seeing if he could get any kills so far.
Let's hope we can get some, as this is a pretty poor position. However, I think Toascree might be able to, if they get pushed hyper aggressively, which Hosey might do. Of course, though, looking at the bomb's position tells you a lot in these early rounds. What it tells me is that I don't think anybody's going to be quite concerned about this round coming up here. I mean, just think about it. We have ultimates, we have slow play style, and we have everything you need to take a round without using too much. But losing your control agent this early could spell doom for you and might make MimicGG take this game. So let's see what they can do without no control agent.
Should be interesting. They're already in the smoke. They're playing inside of it. Playing super patient here. The shots are fired immediately by Toascree. He read it down the play. Does get traded out, though. Now it's a 3v4. They're getting aggressive. The pressure is on right now. They have to get a kill. 3v3, 25 seconds. They're going to have to hurry up past this site. 2 defenders left remaining. The question is, will it go OT or not? As the bomb is trying to go down. And now a 1v3 here for Beaver. Can he get it done?
And unfortunately, the answer to that is going to be an astounding no. Not being able to end out the game there. Definitely unfortunate for this side, but what could be even more unfortunate is an overtime on Ascent, as we're here in the OT, ready to see who's going to be spilling the beans here. Very different kind of momentum for him. And I'm only concerned right now. This is not where you want to be in Ascent. It's one of the locations that only leads to just death, doom, and destruction. So this could be a big issue for the next few rounds. We're going to be seeing a lot of back and forth. These teams have been very even here.
Yeah, they so far have. I mean, 12-12. Really, you talk about Wally World able to bring this back here. Done a fantastic job so far. The question is, will they be able to rile this all up? All the pressure, the mindset has to be focused on winning this round. Toscree gonna rush in. Knows he has a dash available. Phalanx gonna use all that utility to try to delay it. Jawa is still by boats with 6 health, but he is gonna get traded out. Unfortunate for him. But the bomb is gonna try to go down here. Toscree does get a kill. Excellent job by him, and now Wally is left to hold down market with the bomb down. It's 3v5 retake.
3v5, not an ideal location, but ideal doesn't matter to these guys. Look at that damage. Look at that spray, leaving only Necro today in market. And let's see what they can do with this information. Nothing outside of killing Styx, who again is the most unlucky player in this lobby.
Oh, why would that be, dude? Why is he the unlucky player?
He's died way more than he really has wanted to, in my opinion. It's been over time and time again where he falls, and I do not think that he was like in a position to be close enough to that. You know, it's the little things like that is why I would call him the unluckiest person in the game here.
Yeah, unfortunate. We all have those games. But now, I mean, this is a match right here where this, I mean, it's really tense. You see that Odin spam coming on in here. Really, it's all about MimicGG. It ended right now. Hosi, we've seen him make hero plays. Can he make one right now? I mean, Phalanx is going to retreat. So they do hear the footsteps that he is going back into market. Right here, just trying to get any info they could find. Hosi does know he kind of jump spotted that. Now the alarm bot is triggered. Shoots it down. Knowing that there's some aggression towards mid, there's no rotations coming out of MimicGG at all. They're kind of just letting Wally World take any aggression up mid, hoping that they would go B site, lean maybe more towards it. Looking like a B side executed Wally World. The question is, will they be able to execute it and send it to another OT?
Let's hope that they can do something here. Beaver with this Odin. This is a very expensive gun to be bringing to the table, but if it's a gun that they want to bring, it's a gun that they brought.
Oh,
here we go. Some risky stuff right around the corner. 3 versus 2 attack, though. They're falling one at a time, and they have to get the bomb down. It's just one player standing, Necro, and that's one to keep them in this game, in the tournament. Necro, can you do it? Can you revive your spirit? Live up to the name. Find maybe the one pick. Oh, wait, 13 seconds. He's going on the offense with only 9 bullets.
10 seconds left.
Make it 8 bullets. And we'll be able to plant.
One enemy remaining.
Oh no, you're out of time. You could have stuck. And Pelt runs away. That's going to be GG here.
Defenders win.
A game incredibly close, but overall ended it in the overtime in the favor of, I believe, MimicGG.
well, MimicGG able to win that 1-0, the semifinal. They did an excellent job there. I mean, 14-12. Really, Phalanx was the hero player right there. I mean, he did so much for MimicGG. Just like you said, he had the right reads at the right time. I mean, Edu, he was the MVP of this best of one. He did a fantastic job on Ascent.
Absolutely. Now, we'll see what happens next. Is, of course, if you guys do ! bracket, you should be able to see where the other teams are competing. Of course, it is later in the day, as you guys noticed, because we had a lot of teams enter. 32 teams entered, and of course only 1 gets to leave today. So with this team being in the hot seat for second or first, let's see who they are going to be competing against soon. But before that, we are going to cut it to a quick break and get the next team in here. Grand finals start soon. Stick around, everybody. It's going to be awesome.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out to the morning light? Cause 2 rooms can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the
And welcome back, everybody, to the Frost Whiteout Weekly number 48. 2 away from 50, but we got 1 game away from $100 being awarded as prize money. 2 teams are going to be competing. One, which we just saw dominate in the semis in overtime on Ascent. It's going to be MimicGG versus the wonderful team of Rose here, ready to plant some flowers on the graves of the enemies. We are now in I Am Edu, joined by DJ Abcool, as we look at these players lock some characters in.
Yeah, and I mean, we're starting off with Bind, and I believe, Edu, is this going to be a best of 1?
Yes, this is going to be a best of 1 because, as you guys might have noticed, there are a lot of teams in the bracket. So many, in fact, that a lot of players have had to have a lot of rounds to compete. So they are tired. And it is already 11:30 at night my time. And this event takes place in Eastern. So it's well past midnight now. And if it's well past midnight, don't feed your gremlins, because we are about to see these players start hurting each other over $100, which is always nice to see. It's like, not going to say it. I had a really messed up joke in my mind. But with that in mind, let's see what they can do now. Rose versus them. Can we see it? Of course, I got to ask Nick. Let me ask my wonderful producer if he's ready for what we're about to see. As Nick is also our observer. He says we're ready. You guys can't hear that, but we're ready.
Select your agent.
Well, you know, I'm Bind. You're already going to see the double controller coming in for Rose here. Looks like the same on the other side for MimicGG, and really, we've been seeing that a lot, Edu, which is currently meta. I mean, Bind has always been a famous map. I mean, we've been seeing Viper Harbor. I believe that is kind of the new composition we've been able to see, but what do you think of Viper Brimstone, in your opinion?
Viper Brimstone is one of the oldest combos that we see. Viper Harbor on this map of Bind, pretty normal, but Brimstone is good on this map. That is an understatement. He's one of the best characters for this map, especially because, you know, on small maps, Brimstone is going to shine. On the maps where you're going to just be able to hit each other with as many smokes. And of course, actually, I'm sorry, I did not say the team names right. And I want to correct that right now. It's actually going to be MimicGG on the side here of attack versus Akuma Esports Red. Akuma Esports Red is going to be on attack, so we'll just call him Akuma here. So let's see if they're going to be able to have some fun versus MimicGG.
MimicGG, we are seeing Toskri on that raise. I mean, that guy's a dangerous player, but going up against Chubsta, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Chubsta, he's doing a fantastic job here. You know, we've already seen that he is a really great player. I mean, he's on the duelist, so challenging Toskra in that 1v1 Toskra, I mean, should be interesting to see already, as MimicGG is going to ingress onto this A site. They're going to go really fast here. The nade is going to be shot by Chubsta here. The defenders are able to get 3 kills really nicely. Trades do come in through, but it looks like they're going to try to rotate on over to this B site as the defenders are looking to get rid of them. A good job by Nyko, able to clean up the last 2 and get a 1-0 lead for Akuma Esports here.
Yeah, Akuma Esports very happy about taking the lead. Chubsta and Nazgo cleaning it up and keeping that going. So let's see what else they can do. As, of course, Gary the Snail making sure that he is not lost and far from home. And if Gary the Snail can come home with a victory, we are going to be singing his praises. Of course, though, we have to wait and see what happens in this round, as the full MimicGG team is buying up some sheriffs. And the last time they did this, they got the bomb planted and 3 kills. Are they going to be able to repeat victory against a judge, though? Chubsta, right around the corner. Ooh.
Oh, and he gets knocked down right away. I mean, this guy, it was just the unlucky timing, right? We talk about those unlucky timings indeed, and the fights are going to happen. Now already 4 attackers rushing in onto the site here. They're trying to get this bomb down, but Phalanx is actually going to get a little aggressive here. The bomb is going to go down. It's a 3v4 retake. Phalanx is holding an interesting angle. The question is, will we be able to get any kills, as now they have info that he's there?
Well, information aside, the damage is flowing, and it's going to be tough to try to one-tap from that distance, but so far, these attackers have done a great job. Beaver now taking out Practo practically for free, but it's the flying running gun judge bouncing up, down, and sideways, and does it twice. Gary the Snail not like the creature, is not slow with those quick bunny hops. And now this round is looking even better. But it's a repeat of what we saw in the semifinals. Gets 3 kills with the sheriffs and defuses or plants the bomb. So that alone tells us that, yes, we are seeing, hopefully, this team back in action to keep up their momentum.
Yeah, anything to really get an advantage at the momentum. But really, we want to talk about the Sentinel difference here. You have a Cypher on the side of Akuma, and with MimicGG, they're going more with the Sage. And Sage is really good. I mean, you have a heal, you have the revive, the utility kit is amazing. But when you look at Cypher, it could be really dangerous on the defender side with the traps, with the utility to be able to get info at a fast pace. I mean, Edu, what is the difference here, and what advantages could we see from Cypher or Sage?
Well, right now, I think the Sage, obviously you have the heal that you also have with Sky, so this team on attack is very tough to kill, at least when you're doing pit damage. But with the Sage on attack, you do get to instantly wall it off and plant the bomb, but they're instead going to use their wall to block off U-Haul. However, looking now towards these players, need to anchor it down. Nasco, kind of the only player left, forced out because of a Molly, and does not win that fight, but his teammate helps him, but sticks with the trade. But Ray with the trade on the sticks, and everybody's trading sticks for picks. And here we have a 2v2.
And with the judge, playing it tight, but close. Look at that Sage wall. I mean, the timing of that, just he's stuck there, so he's going to have to satchel. Well, no, it's going to be a fake. He's not going to take it. Chubsta's just going to rotate around. Maybe try to defuse. Seeing if they could get a step at it. The Spectre is going to give him more an advantage, though. And the Phantom on the other side should take down the other player. Now they're going to get that defuse online. Take it to a 3-0 lead. I mean, Akuma Esports, they are looking really good right now on this map.
Absolutely. And winning their bonus round, they got so much money they could buy the bank. And if you buy the bank, make sure to give me some. But jokes aside, let's see if this is going to be good enough for these attackers. Now going back again into a 5 Sheriff versus Vandals. However, they forgot the bomb, so Toskri is going to get a hike and a little bit of an exercise going to pick that back up. Make sure to yell at your team on the way back. You know what's funny about the way that the bomb spawns in Bind? Because it spawns directly in front, it actually spawns at the V at the bottom of spawn. So when people go either left or right, you'd never go up into the bomb. So that's why it's one of the most common maps that people leave the weapon and the spike behind there.
Actually, really interesting. And Chubsta does get a kill right there. Nasiko holding an angle by B. Cypher on B site. I mean, in general, it's just really dangerous. I'm interested to see how they're able to fend off the attackers in case they decide to make it a B-site execute. But Beaver, only with the Sheriff. See if we can find any timings he wants to find. Again, activating that utility. Gary does have that Cypher cam. He's watching it very closely. Making sure a Q for Nasiko to peek along here. With 48 seconds, looks like they're going to execute the site. Look what happens next.
And when we see what happens, it's Gary the Snail making sure to keep this damage flowing, but Nasco grabs one and makes it double. That is it. Double it up 4-0. This is Akuma Red doing an amazing job. And if this is the red team, I can't wait to see the other colors just come in and form a rainbow of destruction against anybody in the esports scene. But of course, that's a little premature. But I want you guys to remember, this is a best of 1. This is not a best of 3 like we would expect from a finals. So with all or nothing on the line, you know, the funny thing is, this team of Akuma did not offer a best of 1. And instead was MimicGG, who feels the pressure on their shoulders. So them asking for it tells us everything we need to know about how fatigue is impacting these players.
Yeah, definitely. You already seen the mentality coming out of MimicGG here on the attack and how pressured they are when it comes to facing Akuma. Akuma already starting with a 4-0 lead. They do have the momentum here. The heals are coming online though, so Toskri will be able to get healed here. And Practo just holding a really good angle. We've seen this angle before worked out, especially in comp. I mean, you've seen it. You can get multiple kills from this angle. If it does work out, you're not spotted. Ray does have a good angle here. Chubsta making sure to hold it down. It all comes down to these 3 defenders could hold these attackers from executing this site.
Ooh, Nice double kill from Practo, practically taking out the two mains. Let's see what else they can do. And here we go. Now Chubsta running it in to help these players out. And that's actually a good point. I did not notice that was a Brimstone on a boost spot that Brimmy's not supposed to be able to get up on. So how is he up there? Wish we could find a replay on how he got his little fat legs on that box. But talk about legs on a box. It's Beaver about to try to clutch this up from the top of this one. And they will. But real talk, how did Brimstone get up there? Did someone manage to... Oh, Satchel. That is the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Satchel charging your own teammate to get up for an unexpected Brimmy up in high ground. Insane.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it could have been that Satchel that let him up there, but, you know, he was able to get up there, get the frags, and again, that angle is really dangerous. I would expect, you know, someone to go up there with an Omen, but Brim, you know, that is a little confusing how he even got up there in the first place. But now as we head into this 6th round, I mean, finally, MimicGG is able to get the first round there. Should they be able to continue this momentum? We will find out in this round.
Yeah, and that momentum starts off strong with Chubster already taking some damage down in showers, but the other teammates are going to try their best to hold this back, and that's going to be 1 for Practo. And that's going to be a lot of damage dealt. Here we go, though. Toskari needs to get the trade. Cannot, as Gary the Snail. Why is this Cypher with such a unique name just so good at the game? Let's find out, as of course, in the name of the game, it's about getting picks, and Gary the Snail is the pick king, picking everybody off of this game.
Really, he is the madman. I mean, that guy's the opposite of slow. This guy's just fast-paced and getting all the kills at a fast timing. Top of that, when we talk about how powerful Cypher can be on Bind, really, I mean, Cypher, an excellent agent, but especially on Bind, on this B side with the trips that he can be able to use, could be really unique. And it's been a while since we've been able to see him, especially in the higher tiers in the pro scenes. Now, as we head into this next round, I mean, 3 ultimates that MimicGG has, another 3 coming out of Akuma. Seeing how they can be able to use it. I mean, the Viper's Pit for both sides. So this can be a very intense round coming up.
Let's see this intense round now getting even closer. MimicGG unable to secure 2 in a row. Broke as ever. But let's see. Can we find the pick? We will. First blood goes to the side of Viper onto Sage. And this double, it's going to help him out on the other side of the map. It's damage being dealt. And here it is. Now down to nothing left. Let's find this real DPS. Gary the Snail. Here's your top frag. Here is your favorite character from SpongeBob. And let's see if they're going to be not happy. Eaten alive by Beaver.
Toxin screen down.
Now, you already see it. I mean, 2v5. He's going to try to send the Boombot on over here. Toskri. Trying to shoot some bullets there. Nasiko, you know, just playing the timing here. Everything has calmed down just a little bit. 2 players. 1 by the flank, 1 by A site. And another. They're trying to execute this B site. Indeed. The 2v4 just makes it so rough. Now they're trying to get in. Nasiko's trying to make a difference here. 8 seconds left. The bomb has to go down, but Beaver does get a kill here. 2 players are coming out of hookah.
Wait,
trying to prevent this plant, and the bomb is just left out. Oh, no.
I think they forgot the bomb. They got the kills, but they left the bomb. Oh, unfortunate. Okay.
I mean, the timing was not really in their favor either, so that was a really hard round.
Yeah, very tough round. You know, it was so tough. And they made it even tougher on themselves, though. That's it really hurts me to watch rounds end with just misplay after misplay. I think maybe the players died in market, but then focus on that. You had enough time. You started pushing up long. You held the site for a while. You know, when does it become a misplay and when does it become a unfortunate play? That's always the question. Now let's find it here. Practo getting 1. Ray gets another, and now, well, Beaver says well, and well, that's where it ends. Ray getting another, and it's just gonna be 1 left.
And, oh, Practo, I mean, he's sneaking up right here, but one brim down. Trying to look to his right, look to his left. Oh, the unlucky timing does get one, but he gets rushed down with the shorty there. That's going to make it 7-1 right here. And Edu, are you shocked by the scoreline? I mean, MimicGG is the reason why they wanted this best of one. I mean, this Akuma team's looking so good so far. Is it the fact that it's defense, or, I mean, this composition is just looking really good so far?
Well, right now, having the players just hitting their shots consistently is the main key factor to this. The only player on the side of attack right now to have gotten a consistent amount of frags versus life is Beaver. And yes, Beaver's done a great job, but if his team can't pick up the pace, then they might just get shut down. And it's tough when so many ultimates are forcing them back. They have to hit A right now. And these nades, the utility, everything that we are seeing from Akuma is landing exactly the way it needs to. The shots are landing, the util's landing, and I think this game might land in their favor.
Now this retake should be able to look clean here, as previous rounds have stated. Akuma already starting off with 1 kill. Beaver able to trade off the last. That is a consistent fragger indeed. You already see Alex able to get the kill there. Toskri does get the kill right there. In a 4v2 now. Akuma in a really rough spot here.
Yeah, in a rough spot, but Toskri, here we are now trying to find something. That's gonna be a pick. And through the smoke, Toskri triples it up. Attackers now needing that round. Can they get the next 3? If they manage to get the next 3, that is going to put them at 7-5. The best possible outcome for this half. And again, I think that they might be able to do it unless we can start seeing, you know, a huge comeback yet again to shut them down. But they've saved up quite a bit of money here, so I think they might have a good shot at moving forward unless Gary the Snail, Practo, Shubsta, Ray, pretty much everybody on this team is even across the board in kills. If they just keep doing what they're doing, it's going to be tough to take.
Yeah, I mean, the retakes have looked clean there. Maybe not there when, you know, MimicGG, their post-plant setup looked really good there. As soon as they got the plant down, they're able to get the frags they want to do. Toskri does aggress, takes out Shubsta, number 1 guy right there, and the plant does go down. And right there, Ray just going to have the dog available, have the utility. It all comes down to this 4v5 retake right here. As 2 ults are available for the attack, so this post plant could be rough if Akuma's going to try to retake this.
Ooh, Toskri, look at that. Just getting absolutely cooked inside of U-Haul there. Not what you want to be seeing, and now we're kind of going to get stuck here. Right around the corner, Sticks pushing up, getting gunned down, and this is where you're seeing a player stick it down. And that's going to be the shot, but wow. Ray, unfortunately, was not able to protect his teammate in time, and that's actually going to be another round 1 here for the side of attack. They could get this back to 7-5.
Yeah, I mean, if they wanted to, I mean, trying to get it back to 5 here. MimicGG, this is looking just a little rough here for them. But if they can get it back to 7-5, like you said, I mean, going into that defender side, could be really interesting, intriguing what they're able to do. So once again, we're going to see the wall. Viper's wall should be really useful here. Heading onto this A side, more of a default setup again by MimicGG here. And we're going to see the patience and what could happen next really is the question.
I've got your trail.
Good question to ask. Of course. Pelt now ready as Gary the Snail is here for a 1-tap onto Toskri, and little things like that definitely help them out. Sticks ready with the rest of their team to run this down, and they take A yet again with style. That ultimate, unfortunately, will not do any damage, but will prevent the bomb from getting planted. But at the same time, it isn't where these attackers wanted to have the bomb planted, so this could be good for them.
Yeah, not exactly the post-plant setup they wanted. With that one flanker coming around the corner, Nasiko does get a kill here. Could find more of a timing. He's getting aggressive, but they don't know he's there again. They're trying to retake the side right there. They do have members down. They do have numbers. Sticks able to get the kill right there. Now it's a 2v2. Sticks trying to get into the side, trying to prevent the bomb from getting defused. If he can be the hero, the timing is working in their favor. It's all down to Beaver. The bomb's trying to get defused. Gary unable to get the defuse. He's gonna have to use. Now make that a 4th round coming on in here for MimicGG.
MimicGG happy to be here and keeping this going. Another great round for them. And let's see if they can keep that going as we are watching them maybe bring this half back. And I don't think that's half bad either. If they are able to keep us on our edge of our seats, waiting to cripple the economy of defense, they could maybe take this. As I'm looking at the defense side right now, and their aggression in their team composition is very lackluster. I think they might be able to have a great defense, but on the attack, they're going to have some issues.
You will not kill my allies.
There we go. Damage now coming around and doing as much as they need to. Hopefully we can see what happens coming into this round, as I'm looking at 2 remaining against 5. Defense actually losing their momentum. And this is why, if you're in the chat, you never talk poorly about a team before the half ends or before the game ends. Look at that. We are seeing an amazing comeback here, proving why chat is plat. But are we going to be seeing them pick it back up and take this? Garrett the Snail and Nasiko might be able to do enough damage.
See if he will be able to do so here. 2v5. Nasiko. No, his friend is able to get one there, but Beaver's able to take down the friend indeed. And now, just 5-7. I mean, making it much more closer. They were down 1-7. Now getting about 4 rounds in a row to make it 5-7 is really great for MimicGG. You're heading into this defender side. But really, it's all comes down to, really, if we want to see this continuation of domination coming out of Akuma, are they able to continue it on the attack?
I hope that we are going to be seeing them on the attack, but at the same time, I need to see how this team composition works for them. So far, they managed to do a really clean job on the attack because you have, of course, the Sage Wall, which almost guarantees a plant on places like A. That's why they target it 3 times, and that's why they managed to win rounds on A back to back to back. So them going B at the end makes sense to switch it up a little bit, but it's about the attackers. Can this Cypher do what the Sage does to guarantee them a bomb plant? No. Can this Cypher guarantee them the flank? Yes. Can this Cypher get picks? Absolutely. At our current top frag, Gary the Snail, 14-7. So I think both teams have a very high chance at giving us some great gameplay.
That's truly what the audience has been waiting for so far. Now it's 7-5. We're heading into the last half of this tournament, the Whiteout. I mean, this is huge for both teams right here. As Nasiko just playing it patient, trying to get to this other side. I mean, gosh, Beaver is just in the smoke. If it goes down, he's going to find the timing, and he does. A good job there as Nasiko is going to retake with the rest of the members. They're going to rotate on over to this B side here, as Pell's already going to get an early kill onto Gary. So they're shutting down the #1 guy, Edu. Your favorite guy indeed. And now there's 4 members of the attack left remaining to rotate on over to this A site, seeing if they can execute it.
Yeah, let's see if it is going to be exactly as necessary. Shubsta running it down. Might be able to find something for us. And here we are. They will get the bomb planted incredibly quick, in my opinion. Taking out this Viper has proven very strenuous on them. But of course, MimicGG, what are they doing in U-Haul? Just completely being passive, waiting for Phalex's flank, but good luck with that.
Last player standing.
Well, we heard it twice there. Last player standing. And now Practo trying to make it a possibility of trying to win this round. But Pell does win it. And it looks like he will get this defuse. Defenders win the round here. And now MimicGG 1 round away from tying this up at 7-7.
Let's see if it is going to be tied up enough here for them to keep this going. Obviously, the fact that we saw MimicGG able to win that out from attack is huge. This is keeping their momentum going, and it's a best of one, as we've said many, many times here. But I want to know, will this Bucky in the hands of Chubsta actually go the way he's planning on it? I can tell he invested full armor. He invested a lot into this. And the fact that this is, you know, second round, they're putting so much money in this game.
They definitely are. And they're putting a lot of money, really getting aggressive with it. This Bucky could be useful if Chubsta decides to make it that way. You know, already just the default approach. They're planning to more go into this A site, so the setup is looking like an A hit, but Chubsta has to get this kill. A good flick gets the kill. Now there's 2 defenders left on the site, and already Toascree does get one, but already the satchel's just working in his way. An excellent job right there as Ray's able to get one, and now the plant is going to go down a 4v2, and it looks like getting like a 2v4 retake. Having an on in here for MimicGG.
And here we go. Mimic now looking a little rough. Apparently, the Bucky is the meta gun again. Hasn't been in a while, but will be now, unless we can see Styx do something about it. Nope. No way. No way. Pelt somehow almost killing Chubsta, yet this is a 1 HP Raze who will not drop quite yet. Literally 1 HP. Okay. Wow.
Just a rough round there. Only 1 member left remaining. The bomb goes out now 8-6, and we're starting to see more of that domination we're seeing on the defense from Akuma specifically. Now as they're really heading into this next round here, I mean, they were 1-1. Now they're heading into really a round where you could say, I mean, the economy kind of more working towards the way of Akuma right now.
Yeah, working in the way of Akuma. Let's see what they can do now, as Akuma winning that round has moved them dramatically forward in defense. Getting that robbed away, the fact that attack managed to just bring up all of these weapons perfectly helps a ton. But how are they going to do it now, as everyone falls so far? Defense getting aggressive, but your aggression is met with doom. Practo representing here. Everyone has shown us radiant gun buddies, and the fact that Practo has a gold Act 2 buddy just makes me happy, because I think I also have a gold Act 2 buddy. Now I think my peak is mortal, so crazy how these players have developed over the time. But looking at these developing shots, it's another 2v0 here. Hopefully they can find some picks.
Yeah, that's all that they're looking for right now. Pell, I mean, he's just holding from tower right here. His other friend, I mean, he's going around for exits. So, I mean, his other teammates should be able to find kills, but I just don't know about Pell if he's able to get it done here. He already goes down to Practo right there. And now his other teammate going to try to look for any exits. They're starting to go his way. He does dink one. 19 health remaining, and he goes down to Ray right there. Now making 9-6, and Akuma looking really good. This next round should be more equal on the gun advantage, though.
Absolutely perfect. And little things like that help these players out. So this could be all that we need to see for maybe the end of the game, but it's the buy rounds here. Unfortunately, Phalanx is still broke with only a Bulldog in hand, and with just a Bulldog, this could be an issue for him. Now, I am looking at the other side, though. Bulldog and a Spectre, so slight weapon difference on the side of defense to attack, favoring defense. Beautiful wall, and let's see if they can spot him out, and they will spot it. And look at that, beautiful team play. Gary the Snail knowing how to be an aggressive Cypher pays off. But will it pay dividends 4 against 3 here? I think you're muted.
Toascree has to get the numbers here. I mean, the ultimate is there indeed, and now Nseko's able to get him down. Now make it a 2v4, and the defenders on a rough spot. I mean, it's just looking rough again for MimicGG here. What is a third time where, I mean, it just looks so good for Akuma. I mean, Akuma's just done a fantastic job of getting to the site, doing the basics right, especially on a map like Bind. Now 2 defenders. I mean, is this still possible for a retake to happen?
It's a good question. Let's find out. As of course, these guys need to now keep it moving, keep it grooving into this defense push. But defense, you're gonna have to run, save your guns. Good luck running against a Viper who isn't done. And here we are. They're split off. They're searching for clues, and Styx, unfortunately, might just have to bury himself. But instead, he buries 2 players, and Styx is still standing. But maybe not for long. Double digits on the board here.
These parasites aren't going to take one step past
Yeah, double digits here. And they're leading by a lot. And I mean, it's really just looking really rough for MimicGG here. They're down 4, but you still have that mentality that you're only down by 4 and you have to be able to catch up. I mean, from these rough situations like this, MimicGG is built for them. I mean, they've won a lot of the events previously, so they've been in this situation before, so they shouldn't feel too pressured to try to make this comeback, or at least attempt it.
Let's see this now. Chubsta, up close and personal, ready to flex his arsenal. Big weapon in hand. The Vandal should be great on him, especially now that Chubsta is at the bottom of the scoreboard. Was the top early into this game, but now with that defense rounds just going so heavily in their favor, let's see what they can do to try to bring up the paces here. So much utility is getting used up by B, and not a single player is ready to really start hitting it. So kind of disappointing to see util get wasted, but we can't really tell when that happens. But what we can tell is that attack is gearing for a fat A push.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be really aggressive here. Just like you were mentioning. Already the first player is gonna go online here. Masiko does get 1, gets 2, like a madman himself. Now the bomb is gonna try to go down here. It does. Gary is able to get 1 here. The hero player himself. Now 4v2 a 2v4 retake. It's looking rough for MimicGG. I mean, they have to win this round or else it just gets a little more rough.
There we go. Toascree. Right around. And a 1v... Never mind. 1v2. Okay, okay. But
Oh, the bomb.
they have to save again. It's been a lot of saves, haven't it?
Yeah, unfortunate there. Oh, trying to get that last kill, make it all worthwhile. Toascree did a fantastic job there. I mean, 6 to 11. Does a good job. Toascree, I mean, a hero player. But just coming up short when it comes to these moments, because, I mean, whenever they're trying to retake the site, it's always a 2v4, just unfavorable.
Yeah, very unfavorable here for them, but we'll see what else can happen. This guy should be all right to maybe come back, but it's going to be tough. MimicGG, they've won 5 events here at Frost, and they wanted to make it a 6th today, but I think they're just feeling the fatigue. It's why they asked for this game to be a best of 1 instead of a best of 3, and I think that might be their downfall.
It definitely could. Chubsta able to find the timing. I mean, one of the players was reloading. He just said, no, you're not going to reload on my watch. Now, Rai trying to rush on in here into the side. Chubsta in inside this smoke really nicely here. Could find a timing on one of the players, but he doesn't. Unfortunate for him there. Now they're just trying to get this bomb down. And now it's another 2v4. Edu, again, it's just so unfavorable. But I mean, it's just really just comes down to these rough situations. These kills that Akuma are able to make have been leading to where they are now.
There we go. All right, so this is all for match point right now. This is a round where 2 players left have rifles, but the 2 players left don't have a lot of legs to stand on as they get gunned down by Practo practically for free again here. 12-6, double the score and ready to win the game out. I think this could be the end unless we could see another scrap up buy for the side of defense.
Yeah, it's just going to be really hard for MimicGG here. I mean, this is just looking really rough. Akuma seems to have their number on attack right now. I mean, they've been looking so well polished with their attack setups. They've been able to do so well with the information they've been able to find. Again, really got to give it up to the timings they've been able to get. The kills, the frags have been so key for them here.
Let's see this now. What a shot. Masco taking that player down, ready to find maybe some more. That's the first one down, but that ultimate from the Cypher gives them all the information they need to rotate over to B. They know it's pretty lackluster, and they are going to get Toascree down 3 versus 5. Not a lot of weaponry, and Gary the Snail just walks right on in, but gets punished for it. There we go, and the res comes out, but the trades come immediately. Bye-bye, Beaver. Good luck, Pelt. 1v4.
Team Ace.
Oh, gosh, and that is how it ends. I mean, Akuma getting it 13-6 here, you do. I mean, who expected this? MimicGG. I mean,
Wow.
Akuma's Abe was kind of the underdogs here. I mean, MimicGG have been known to win the previous events, and Akuma just came in here and said, no, this is our town now. They were able to do that 13-6 in blowout fashion. And really, I mean, I got to give hands down to Practo and Inasico for being the top 2 fraggers, but Masco was able to find excellent timings throughout the map and proved himself as a really good player. Same for Practo as well.
Yeah, honestly, now Practo getting those picks, and the rest of the team performed beautifully on both attack and defense. But before we talk our praises of the team that won, we got to still shout out MimicGG for making all the way to the finals here and doing the damage to keep them in that game for as long as they could. They managed to have a huge comeback in the middle there to keep it going. But with that in mind, I think they could have kept going, but I think it always comes down to the amount of effect that fatigue has. And when there were 32 teams, all of the games played in one day, that's pretty crazy to me. However, I believe that is going to be the end of today's stream. If you guys want more Frost Esports, we do this weekly. Mondays, you got Rocket Leagues. Other days, you got this one. So Valorant being a thing, that's cool and stuff, isn't it? Cool.
Yeah, I mean, this Valorant tournament, you talk about it, wasn't there like 32 teams in this tournament? I mean,
Yeah.
This was huge. The fact that MimicGG made it this far, I mean, congratulations to them for making it this far. Yes, they got second, but they're still running away with, I mean, I believe $30. So they're still running away with some money. $70 for the winning team, which is Akuma Esports. Worked so hard to get here. All that hard work paid off. So they're going to celebrate good tonight, knowing that they won this tournament and gave it their all.
Absolutely. And with that being said, if you guys want to check out more of Frost, you can always follow this channel. You can check them out at Frost Esports RL on Twitter and also on Twitch. Join the Discord if you want to compete, as in the next few months on the 50th of games here of weeklies we have. On the 50th, we have $250 instead of $100 for Valorant to be shared, and that's going to be coming up in 2 weeks. And I can't wait for that. But if you guys like the casting, if you like, of course, Abcool, where can they find you at?
Through Twitter or Instagram, other socials that I have. But on Twitter, I am known as DJ Abcool. Just search it up and you'll find me there. Again, I'm posting, some content, some reels, some clips of me and Edu and other casters as well. And again, just casting is just so fun for me, and being able to cast these teams, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to see these teams compete, and they've worked so hard. Congratulations to them. And Edu, what are your last words before we have to say goodnight?
My last words are thank you guys for watching. If you want to find more of my casting, you can head on over to Educaution. It's just education with the U. .xyz. That's my website. And also my Twitter is directly below me. So thank you again for watching. We'll see you next time at Frost Weekly number 49.
Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out to the morning light? Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So pretend